All right, for this last one, we're going to use a compass and straightedge to construct an inscribed square in circle A. So we already did a hexagon, right? That was just six-sided shape. Now we need four-sided shape instead. So we can use some of the same points that we did for the hexagon, but what we're going to do is cut some of those in half, and then we can connect them with other points in order to make the square. And yeah, we'll make the final parts of it blue line segments. All right, so what I need is a circle from any point on the circle that's already there. I'll go ahead and put it right here. Okay. But I need a circle with the center of this red point for me. And again, it doesn't matter where you put it, but mine's at the red point, and it's going to go through the center of our original circle, so point A. All right, so here's what I get, and just to give myself more options, again, I don't need to trace inside the circle here, but what I need is stuff on the outside now, and on the edge of the original circle too. So I'm gonna trace at least this much of the circle. Okay, so that's what I got. And again, is mine so good? No, but hopefully yours is better. And if you're using an actual compass, then again, hopefully yours would look a lot better than mine does. But what that's gonna do is it's gonna create two points here. This one in purple and this one in green. And again, I'm just gonna go around the circle, and I'm gonna make, I'll go counterclockwise here. So I'm gonna make another circle with the center at the green point here. But again, it should be a circle that goes through the center, but should also then go through this red point too. Okay, so this is what I got. And again, I'm gonna circumscribe the circle here. At least this part. I don't really need inside the circle. I mean, it looks cool if you do, but I'm just not gonna do it just because it's a little extra work. And you can see my drawings aren't so great. All right, so there's that circle, and I'll make the next one orange, and this next point right there. And again, I'm working my way counterclockwise around the circle. Now, what you'll notice, in addition to that, is it also created this point of intersection there as well. Now, the reason I have that is this angle right here, it's going to cut that in half. And some of these points we're going to use some of the points, although we don't need all of them later on. But let's continue with the circles. So again, I'm going to draw a circle with the center of the orange, but it needs to go through the center of the original circle, which means it should go through the green point there as well. So this is what I got. Again, I'm gonna trace that circle, except on the inside of the original circle. So this is what I get. All right, there's that. Now again, that's going to create another intersecting point on the outside there of the original circle, but it also creates a new intersection over here for us. I'm kind of out of colors. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so without having to use blue, it's kind of a turquoise green, which is a little bit different than that one, okay? So once again, I'm going to draw another circle with the center of this lighter green color. It needs to go through the center, and so it should go through that orange point as well. So this is what I get, and again, I'm going to trace that circle, just the part that's on the outside of the original circle that was drawn for us. Okay, so again, is my circle so great? It is not, but it will work. And once again, we've created another intersection on the outside of the circle here, but we already had the orange intersection there, and then we've created an even newer one right here. So we'll make this one, we'll make it, I guess this one's pink right there. Okay, so that should give me a new circle with the center of this pink point going through this point A. Now this one should go through both the purple and the green ones, slight green one here as well. Now again, is that perfect? It is not, but it should do what we need it to do right there. So let's see, we get, I'm just looking to trace the outside of that circle from here. All right, and once again, we get these intersecting points. I got this one right here. Now, while we don't need anything more really, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna draw a circle with this center, the purple point right there, going through the center of the original circle and then through the pink and red here. So it should have something like this. Again, this is only just to give us more options. You don't really need this extra circle, but it's going to give us some options, and I'll show you what that means here in a second. All right, so this is what I get. And let's go ahead and trace that circle just on the outside of the original. Okay, so I get something like this. Now, what we're gonna need, right, we need to construct a square inside circle A with 4 blue lines. So when you click on segment, it's gonna get rid of that original purple circle there. So it's gonna look something like this, right? And once again, we see that on the outside between the purple and red circles, we have this blue intersection point, and then purple and pink gives us this intersection point right there. I'm not so concerned about the middle, and you can see the hexagon that we've already seen before, right? What I would like to see here is kind of like a cross, okay? Because once I see that in there, I can see the 90-degree angles in the middle. So what you don't want to do here is you do not want to simply just be like, you know what, I'm going to connect 4 points on the inside and then say that's a square. That's not a square. So you can't simply do that. What I need is, what I'm going to show is I like to see kind of a ray that that goes from, again, I'm looking for kind of like a T across or 90-degree angle right in the middle. So I would connect, for me, I would connect these and then these points right here. See how that kind of creates a cross for us, right? And what that does as well is it gives us points of intersection on the inside of the circle. So I guess I'll use red. So I get this intersection point, we already had that light green one, and then this one here as well. Those red points will make a square if you connect them. So let's connect these just to show that it will make a square. I mean, it's tilted, but that would make a square. Now, if you wanted to, you could have made a cross between these blue points and, well, these blue points, and then it looks like probably these, the pink and green, and that would work too. In fact, let's show that. Now, again, I kind of look at it like this, although you don't necessarily have to. So again, I would look to connect these blue points right there, and then the green and pink should make, again, that's a 90-degree cross right there in the middle. And it gives me these points. We'll do these ones in blue. So this one, and then we had the pink, and we had the green. So once again, if you were to connect these as well, you would get a square. Again, it's slightly tilted, but it doesn't matter. So that's a couple examples. Once again, I think if you had connected, I don't know, this point with this one, and maybe these two, maybe you'd get a straight up square. So that may be something you would want to try to do. And does this look like a square that I have? Not necessarily, but it's pretty close. And on the assignment, your circles will be a lot more exact. So yours will look a lot more squarish when you get to the assignment.